What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome back. Happy Thursday. How you guys doing? Let me know if there is any issue with the audio. If it gets frozen like yesterday, any issues, so I can fix it right away. So today we're gonna be farming Scroll. Yesterday we were farming Solana. We took some transactions on Solana, and today we're gonna be farming Scroll. We're gonna be adding some volume, taking a few transactions. We also have some projects that are tokenless on Scroll, so we can also farm these and also receive an airdrop for these projects. So let's see. So yesterday we farmed Zeta and we also farmed Drift. If you took some transaction on Zeta, you can go to the leaderboard so you can check your points. I also have a little bit more points, but I still have to wait until it shows up. And also on Drift, let me show you guys one thing real quick on Drift before we start, and is that once you're here, make sure that you're clicking enter draw so you can get into the lottery. So currently I have 5,592 tickets, and there is a prize that would be for Monday. I think the grand prize is 80,000, prize number 2 is 5,000, and then prize number 3 is 1,000. And I think that the remaining, which is around 15%, will go to 30 other people. So make sure that you're taking some volume. For every $1 in volume that you take, you will be granted 1 ticket, which hopefully we can receive a prize. Hopefully it is this one, 80K. That would be pretty good. And that's it. If you want to bridge or remove your funds from Solana, the one that I've been using that works perfectly and it is super cheap is deBridge.finance. There is a link for it in the description so you can use it. You can just send your funds from EVM, maybe BNB chain, Arbitrum, Optimism, or any other, and you should be good to send it to Solana. Then another thing you might want to know is Jumper. So if you bridge some funds from Optimism to Arbitrum, you will be able to enter a raffle for $5,000, but you need to do these tasks on Galaxy. So you can click here and it will go to this page, and then you can complete all the tasks, and hopefully you can receive some of the $5,000 worth of Arbitrum. So that is starting today until December 14, and then the price will be on December 15. So again, just any amount of money that you're bridging from from Optimism to Arbitrum, and then you will be participating for the 5,000 raffle. So yeah, and you're also adding volume on LeFi, on Jumper, which is also tokenless. So pretty good right there. And let's go ahead and farm Scroll and add some volume today. So number one, what we need to do is use OmniBTC to send our funds. We're gonna be bridging some funds from Arbitrum to OmniBTC. Again, there is a link for it in the description. This is also tokenless, so every transaction that you take, it will be added in the future as points for an airdrop. So we connect our wallet, connected. I have my funds on Arbitrum, ETH. Then we're gonna send it to Scroll. There it is. Scroll, ETH, so we can send some funds. By the way, before I move with Scroll, yesterday I saw a post on Zeta chain that they're having like a campaign for the Zeta token. So that means the airdrop is pretty close, guys. If we double check here, as you can see from BitGet wallet, so there is a few tasks so you can receive or participate in the pool, which has 700,000 Zeta tokens. So that means we will have an airdrop in the future for Zeta tokens. So pretty good. Hopefully it is within the next few months. I do have a video on Zeta, so you can look for it. Just type Zeta chain DeFi Chronicles. There is a link. Once you register, you will get 5,000 points for free. So make sure you do it so you can get some points and hopefully receive an airdrop. So let's go straight into Scroll. So since I have my funds on Arbitrum, I'm gonna be sending 0.13. I think that should be enough, or 12.5, just to leave a little bit for gas fees. Great, gonna do swap, confirm. Again, make sure that you're always sending ETH to Scroll because that's what they use for their gas fee. So you need to send ETH, confirm, and let's go ahead and send those funds. Well, let me switch first. Let me drop it to 86, then confirm, and we should be good in just a few seconds. Let me go ahead and close this to double check something. If I can do Scroll or on chain. No, it is not available for Scroll, only cross chain. Okay, so now that we're done, let's go to Scroll. So number one that I want to use is Zebra.xyz, which is tokenless. So we're going to be adding some volume on Scroll, and at the same time on Zebra, which is also tokenless. Zebra is a DEX, and currently they have the highest TVL on the Scroll mainnet. I think it is around $3.5 million, so not bad at all. So we connect our wallet as usual. Then it should give me the option to add the network. Let's see, yeah, approve. Then we switch the network to Scroll, since it is the first time that we're using Scroll. Then let's go ahead and swap a little bit to USDC. There it is. Oh, we're still waiting for our funds. Let me double check if we haven't received that. No, we haven't. So let's wait a little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me go ahead and refresh here so it can show up. Okay, so now it is working. 0.1, that would be what, 230. Usually you have to wait a little bit so it can show up. Still waiting. There we go. 203. Well, we can add a little bit more, so 223. Let's go ahead and confirm the swap. And the good thing with Scroll is that it is not as expensive as ZK Sync. So as you can see, just 16 cents. So it is quite easy to farm it when you don't have a lot of funds. So you can add a lot of volume on Scroll. If you have maybe $200, $500, it is actually quite easy to do because you will not be spending a lot of money on gas fees. So let's go ahead and double check on ZK Codex our volume, since they have it for Scroll. Go ahead and pull Scroll here. So in the meantime, let's go to Ambient Finance, which is another project that is currently tokenless. So again, we're going to be farming also Ambient and adding some volume there. MetaMask as usual. And in just a little bit, by the way, we're going to be deploying a contract on Scroll, which is very, very important because currently they have an event, which if you deploy a contract, you're going to be receiving an NFT by, I think it is December 12 or December 15. We're going to be confirming that in just a second. But make sure that you are deploying the contract, even if you're not adding a lot of volume right now, but make sure that you are deploying the contract. That is very, very important because it is time sensitive. Let's go ahead and do trade, and then we're going to be adding some volume. Same process, just like Zebra, just take a swap. So currently I have some USDC. Let me do USDC for USDT. Usually the slippage is quite good since it is stable coins. I'm gonna do max. I'm gonna approve my USDC. What you want to do if you are planning to take a few transactions, maybe increase your approval to $1,000 or depending the amount that you're gonna be doing, so you don't need to approve it many times, so you can save on the gas fee, even though it is just 5 cents. But obviously if you have to do it 5-10 times, it starts to add up. Let's do confirm, submit swap, and then confirm our transaction right here. And again, 13 cents, so not bad at all. Usually on ZK Sync, it is anywhere between 60 cents up to maybe 1.5. So even with 2 transactions, including also the approval, we are, it is actually less expensive than 1 transaction on ZK Sync. There we go. So now we have 2 transactions on scroll. Let's see if this thing is working. Yes, it is. My volume is at 478. Most likely, if I refresh, it should add another $200. But in the meantime, let's see. Yeah, 702. So I have 702 in transaction, or I mean in volume. Interaction is at 4 interacted contracts, so different platform is 4. That should be taken into account OmniBTC, Zebra, and Ambient. Then NFT, which we are not holding, but in just a second we will be doing it. We have fees at just 30 cents, which is just super cheap. And bridge deposit, that is just calculating the bridge coming from the main bridge from Scroll, which you can use it, but it requires you to send your funds from ETH, from Ethereum. So it is quite expensive right there. So let's go and also deploy the contract. So just click on OmniSwap. Let's see. Oh, no, actually right here. Let me see if I can find it. If I am able to click on it. Main code, let's see. Okay, there we go. So now again, same process, just connect your wallet so you can deploy the contract. So this is the NFT that you're gonna be getting if you deploy a contract on Scroll. So always make sure that you do it. You only have 9 days to do it. It is again super cheap. You can actually send just $10 and that should be more than enough to at least deploy the contract. And later on, if you want to add volume, you can do so, but make sure that you at least deploy the contract. So you come here, you click on deploy, which is coming from OmniBTC, the option. You can also do it on Third Web, and also Auto has the option. Just 7 cents. Again, super cheap, the transactions on Scroll. And we will be able to mint the NFT by December 14. Let's just wait a little bit so we can also check if we are eligible. The contract is deployed. So let's go ahead and double check on the website. That is the main website. Check, connect. So it is checking, and there you go. So we are eligible for the NFT. We will be able to claim it by December 14. Really, you should be doing it because it might be a multiplier for your airdrop. So make sure that you're doing it. So since we did it today, we're gonna be receiving this one. But if we wait more, we're gonna be receiving the last one, which is Cubic. I have, I think, 2 of my wallets that I'm gonna be receiving the first one. So on this one, I'm gonna be receiving the second one, the second NFT. So make sure that you're doing it over the next 9 days so you can receive the second one. So we're done with OmniBTC. And lastly, just go ahead and mint an NFT, and you also have the option to just click here and mint a free NFT. So let's see if they have it on Scroll. Yeah, there is one here. There is another one here. And see if they have more. No, only 2. So what you can do is, for example, you can mint one today, and then tomorrow you mint another one, and then the day after, or maybe next week, you can also mint another one, just for you to increase your transactions and also showing that you are being consistent and doing some activities over the days and over the weeks on Scroll. So here is one of them. Again, I do have the links for everything in the description. So next, connect. Again, this is NFTs to me, which is also tokenless. So let's go ahead and mint that. 13 cents. Great. Minting. And there you go. So now we have one NFT. After we do that, we do have the option to also claim a pin, which is like an NFT. But what you can do is, if you want to add more days that you're farming the project, don't claim it today and come back maybe tomorrow or by Saturday and then claim the pin, so it can show that you're having more days and more transactions. So instead of doing it today, just wait until tomorrow and come back and do it. Let me close this. And let's go ahead and refresh real quick here. And now my volume is at 704, interaction is at 6, NFTs is at 1, interacted contract, which are different protocols or different smart contract, is at 6. And my fees are still at 47 cents, guys. So I took 6 transactions and my fees are still cheaper than one transaction on ZK Sync. So for me, to be honest, Scroll is one of my favorite blockchain currently. The only issue is that they don't have a lot of things built up on Scroll, because obviously they are a pretty new project. Because if we go to DeFi Llama and check, I think they are like 1 or 2 months old. Let's go ahead and double check that real quick. And they started by October 11, I think. Yeah, October 11. So that is 2 months. No, 1 month. 1 month. They started last month. So October 11, so I would say around 6 weeks they have been active. The TVL is already at $14 million, which is not bad at all. But I'm guessing that it should be sitting, give or take, around 25 million. Because usually DeFi Llama, they don't add all the projects on the blockchains. So that's why. But here, if you want to do or use anything else, you do have the option to use Satoshi Finance, which is also tokenless. So you can just deposit your funds and take some trades. 10K Dex, which is coming from 10K Swap. They are on Starknet. So you can also use them because they are tokenless also. Sanctuary, but the TVL looks horrible at $2,000, so I would stay away for the moment. Let me go ahead and click by TVL. So actually the best one are Zebra, tokenless, Ambient, tokenless, Layer Bank, but I don't think Layer Bank is tokenless. And let's see, Satori is tokenless. 10K Dex, tokenless also. So yeah, I would actually stick with these at the moment with the highest TVL. Even though 10K Dex is at 35K, I do like it because I know it is a pretty huge project on Starknet. So that's why I trust them. I'm okay with it. And Sushi Swap, of course, you guys know that Sushi Swap is good. Make a live video on Aleo. I guess for the airdrop, right? Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna be checking that. I was actually checking it the other day on how we can farm it, but I will. It actually looks pretty good, Aleo. So I will. So again, quick recap, because I gotta go right now. If you want to send your funds, go ahead and use OmniBTC. to send your funds from Arbitrum, Optimism, any network. Maybe you still have your funds on ZK Sync. You can do so. Just send it to Scroll. Again, make sure that you're sending ETH. Once you have your ETH on Scroll, go to OmniBTC, click this, the second one, mint Scroll Origin NFTs, so you can deploy a contract and then check if you are eligible. Also take a few swaps on Ambient and also a few swaps on Zebra. And lastly, mint an NFT, either this one, and also add a few free NFTs from this list, which is this one and also this one. Other than that, there is no more free NFTs. And that's it, guys. That's all I got for today. Let's go ahead and do a last check to see if anything changed. Man, I can't thank you enough for this. Love you. Love you too, man. Love you too. My pleasure. Where I'm from? Well, I live in the Dominican Republic, but I'm actually Haitian, even though I don't look Haitian, but I am Haitian. So I'm from Haiti. Where are you from, Rashid? Oh, by the way, this is using the simulation. Yesterday we were talking about the Arbitrum requirement. So that's how you got the airdrop from Arbitrum. So you need to conduct transactions in the last 2 months. Obviously, it is not showing up because I just started farming Scroll. 6 transactions, 6 months, then 9 months. Bridge funds using the native bridge, then $10,000 bridging. So this is all for bridging. Then they have volume. $10,000 is the minimum, $50,000 and $250K. Usually I try to go with $10,000 because it is easier, obviously. So you can take, maybe if you have $500, $200, you just need to take as much transaction as you can to increase your aggregate volume. So if you have maybe $1,000, you only need to take 10 swaps, and right there you already have $10,000 in volume. Interacted with 4 smart contract or 4 transactions, we are already there. Then we have 10 smart contract or 10 transactions, then 25 and 100. Again, this is for Arbitrum. We're not saying it will be the same for Scroll, but at least you have like a guideline that you can use to maybe increase your transaction and know where you're standing. But obviously it will not be the same because this is coming from Arbitrum. You can see there is also one for Celestia and also one for Arbitrum. But usually I just like to use the one from Arbitrum. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Much love, much love. So yeah, that's it. You guys are joining now, but let me go ahead and do a quick recap because I already ended. This was super quick to do, but basically what I did is that I sent some funds to Scroll to farm it. So I use OmniBTC for that. So for example, I did Arbitrum to Scroll. I sent some ETH because what they use on Scroll is ETH for the gas fee. Once you receive that, then you can use Ambient and Zebra to take some swaps. I have the link in the description for all of them, so you can make sure that you're using the right website. Once you're done, then click also here so you can deploy a smart contract. It will show you the process. You just need to click on deploy. That's it. And then check if you are eligible for the NFT on Scroll. This is coming from Scroll, guys, not from OmniBTC. And then lastly, mint NFTs. Check your volume on zksync.netlify.app. Click on Scroll so you can check your volume. And then that's it. That's it. Just try to continue to do it. So maybe once a week, come to Scroll or maybe bridge to Scroll, take a few transactions and try to increase your volume up to $10,000. If you cannot do it, maybe $1,000. It doesn't really matter because I have received many airdrop with just $500 in volume. Arbitrum is actually one of them. I had like $300 in volume and I still received 1.5K in airdrop. So it doesn't really matter. But if you can do it up to $10,000, obviously you're going to be receiving more money. Again, more transactions, more contract. Fees, it doesn't really matter. They don't track fees. NFTs, so it can show that you are a real user. So you are actually holding NFTs and not just taking transaction to farm a project, and being consistent, guys. That is what is very important, that you can come to Scroll maybe once or twice a week, take a few transactions, and then continue to add volume. And hopefully by 2024 Q2, we might receive the airdrop. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Let me know, guys, if you have any question, any doubts before I let you go. And we will be back on Monday. So tomorrow is off. Tomorrow is Friday. So you guys know it's Friday then. Go ahead and close this. Let me actually swap this back to ETH. No worries, no worries. That's okay. No worries. Well, Scroll is actually easy to farm. So a quick recap is actually more than enough. ZK Sync is way harder to farm than Scroll. Harder and also more expensive. Let's go ahead and double check real quick to see if we have more volume. I should. Yep, 927. So guys, there is really no excuse on why you cannot add volume. I'm adding volume with $200. So yeah, you might have $100 to play with. Still, it is completely possible. You would have $500 by now in volume with 59 cents in fees, which is nothing. With 8 transactions for 59 cents. Guys, like Scroll is just super cheap. Man, I really like it. To be honest, if they could just build more things like ZK Sync, this can be so powerful and so great because the transaction fees are just amazing. 8 cents, 15 cents, 12 cents for transactions are actually great. Other than Solana, I think this is the cheapest one. Obviously, we have Optimism and Binance Smart Chain. But for the ones that are tokenless, man, this is actually great. This is actually amazing because Darknet is usually $1.50, 1.8, ZK Sync, $1. Menta is just horrible. Menta is like $3 per transaction, extremely expensive. Zora is not bad, but you can only mint NFTs on Zora, which we're going to be also farming in the future, most likely by Monday. And Linea is also quite expensive, usually around $1.50, $2 per transaction. So at the moment, Scroll is actually the less expensive. So yeah. My pleasure, guys. So thank you for coming real quick. It was a quick stream just to show you guys how you can add some volume. So make sure you do it over the weekend. Don't sleep on it. Please do your task. Farm. Even if you have $50, it will pay off in the future. It will. You just have to be patient. Take your transaction. Be consistent. Track it. And that's it. Just wait. Just wait. The reward will be pretty good in the future. And I really want to see you guys by Q2 2024 so we can make a live stream and everybody can come here and let me know how much money they made. That is actually the goal for me. So thank you guys for coming. Take care. Happy weekend. And we will be back.